Hello everyone, welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward, where last time we left it before the white doors. We stopped before then, and we were going to search for Clover and Tenmyoji, basically everyone who's alive who's still not accounted for. Because both Quark, in this timeline, right? Both Quark and Dio are chilling in pods, right? So yeah, Quark is in one of them, unconscious. Dio is conscious. We left him in there because he basically confessed to killing the old lady, and only the old lady. But we'll see if that's true. So yeah, let's continue. We're with Kay. Fi is waiting in front of the doors to see if they come. But yeah, let's see if we get to do an escape room. I'm probably gonna just continue with the novel. I don't know if we get to go through the doors today, but we'll see. Okay. How was the... Wasn't it going up? I guess you can't see it. Okay, because we just loaded. Basically, they just went in. I skipped a little bit last time because I misclicked, but yeah. When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door. Yeah, this is after the red door, the only one we haven't gone through. I will see if we can do that later. Maybe it has to be here. I'm guessing it does.
Which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
I feel like this takes longer and longer every time, but that's okay. Where are we stopping here? Are we gonna get attacked by Kay? I hope not. No one here either, huh? Why is it? What's up with the music? Tenmyoji loves scotch so much, I thought he might find him drinking here. We might find him. Drinking some. Okay. Oh no 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 no. We're gonna get so clobbered. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would have described as blankly. If I could have actually seen his eyes. Okay, could be an addict as well. Not as well, but could be an addict. Or something. Hey, what's up? Or traumatized or something. You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I gotten so used to the suit, I kind of forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? Probably because we would recognize him or something? I really want to know too. You still don't remember anything? He doesn't remember anything. I don't know if that's true, honestly.
Well, actually...
Oh, buddy.
I did remember a little.
I'm so scared. Really?
Yes.
What did you remember?
My father.
Okay, yeah, it's from the trauma side, the alcohol. It was either him being an alcoholic or his father. That was clear. When did you remember that? Did it just pop up out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Was that a joke? When did you remember this? Okay. Sorry. So you remembered who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
Don't seem to have one.
Oh. So your dad raised you?
Well...
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked.
Why would he have the armor?
He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
Okay, that's strange. Could be like he was a second experiment, or something like that. He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times where he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I can't read today, or ever. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed body language to communicate with others, with no one else to communicate with. I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned the mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon, I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. This is so out of nowhere. So for the very first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward the bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. I mean, it could be that he's not human. I mean, it's a huge possibility, right? Maybe he made a mother just like he made him. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. Didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first, I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of this lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can't talk to a robot and it will respond. Also, we know for a fact, well, not for a fact, but we heard a golem talk about how when they're wearing like their skin, like the robots actually like pretty indistinguishable from humans. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone else is a robot as well. I don't know if Kay is, but we'll see. But in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as he tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if it didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen, apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. Oh, it's the old lady. Oh. We know who killed her too. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. Maybe not, I don't know. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, The truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. Amen. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. Oh, no way, the facility is here, man. This is where you grew up. And this is the room, this is the bar. The lounge. Or maybe? Oh my god, that's so sad. Is this on the other side where the projection was? First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Haven't eaten alone for my entire life. Manners had never been something I even thought about. My father got in trouble too, when he made the mistake of reading through research papers through dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I'd shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before, it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, of course he does, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. I mean, there's never any inkling that Kay is a human, right, in this story, so I'm definitely a little bit sad, because I think that's the case. Which makes his betrayal all the more worse, like, all the worse? Because, or the more strange maybe, because, well, maybe he doesn't know he's not a human, so probably he doesn't know if he's not, and if he is, he's definitely had a weird childhood. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and a son. I want to know if the woman is the old lady or someone else. Hopefully not, because that's super sad, but well. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. Oh, it's so her. No way in hell this is Ace from the first game. Oh my god, that would be super sad. Oh no, but his lab was not genetic engineering, was it? 4 years passed in the blink of an eye, until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead her to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she'd been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. So could it be referring to her death in the game? Maybe, right? Or it could be something else, I don't know. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps, I thought, I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. Hey, what's up? You're in the middle of a very emotional novel reading, so welcome. Welcome. How are you doing? So this is K, by the way, so we just learned that K was created. We thought it was a robot, so it makes a lot of sense. I'd been created to function as my father's spare. But he was doing like bioengineering, so it makes sense to think that maybe he's not necessarily a robot, it could be like sort of like a cyborg. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. My Japanese. Dude, something crazy happened today at work. I take calls. I work in IT, right? I take calls in English and Spanish. And today I took a pretty important call, and because it was late in Japan, and it was from Japan, it was a dude speaking in Japanese, and I got to speak to him in Japanese. It was kind of hard to communicate because it was like really technical stuff that we need to talk about, but I think I did well. So yeah. So I put my Japanese to some use, at least. That was fun, but it was really nerve-wracking as well. It was a cool little experience. And my superiors were kind of surprised because they're like, you speak Japanese? And they don't know that it's actually like pretty broken, but still, it was like, cool to get like that little recognition there. Anyway, K is a robot, or cyborg. He wanted to destroy the facility. We also learned that this facility is probably where we are. And we also learned that his mother, quote unquote, is the old woman who for some reason had to die. We'll see. Destroy the facility. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it, the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. Maybe, I don't know if I'll use it, honestly. I do feel like playing more games in Japanese. I feel like something I kind of miss, because I used to do more of. Okay, as much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd shown me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. Yeah, that is true. I think, I don't know. As soon as I'm playing it in English, it makes more sense to hear the English voices. Also, voice acting is really good in this game, I think. Voice acting in the first game was pretty rough, in my opinion. But yeah, this one is so much better. Okay, so yeah, they were sort of in on it as well, but he didn't want to hate her, or he wasn't able to hate her. That's cool. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. Brother. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together. But she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. Okay, the research could be to like stop the virus, or could be for different things, I guess. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see as a future. What? Beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. Yeah, I think this game has like some inklings that it could be like post-apocalyptic. Post. So because of this virus thing, it was mentioned in passing. I think this is sort of what this is about, and this facility is like a quarantine facility or something like that. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory. That was long. That was very nice. But it's weird to see this right after he betrayed us. Because he betrayed us, then he escaped, he punched us, and then we go to a different timeline. Are we supposed to feel bad for him? It's so sad. Also sad for her. I think it's the old lady, but I guess we can't know for sure just yet. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
Yeah. So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct.
Okay, so he doesn't remember it's the old lady, I guess.
Especially more recent events.
Huh?
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I better get moving then. Okay, hopefully nothing bad happens to him. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back at the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. Let him rest, man.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. Well, we don't know. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
I feel like he didn't understand anything in the story if he says that so confidently. What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Yeah. A week-old sock? That's not old at all. Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden, I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game, and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold onto my sanity for this long. True. Just about everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole nonary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about Zero Senior? Who's Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio? Who's my favorite character? I think it's Luna, and I think she's hiding so many things. I think she's gonna be a much more interesting character than she shows. I think Fi might have some secrets. Everyone has secrets, I'm sure, but Fi is like more straightforward. I believe. I want to know if there's something hidden in Sigma as well. Probably not too much. And I want to know. I think I like the girls fine, like Clover and Alice are fine. I just want to know what their connection really is from the first game to this one, and why they didn't say anything. That's very suspicious. And I really liked Zero the Third as well. Who do I think Zero is? I think when someone is like being suspicious in these games or in games like Danganronpa, it means they're not it, right? If it's too clear, it's them. Like Dio killed the old lady. We know that for a fact. If I was a character, I would think that means you're probably Zero, but it probably means it's not. So I'm guessing right now the one who has the biggest odds of being Zero is actually Luna or Fi, and I think it's just mostly a feeling, because I feel like the others from the other game would not be smart enough. The others from the other game, like Alice and, let me just look at the characters. Alice and Clover, I don't feel like they could be this. It's just a feeling. If Sigma was Zero, that would be a huge plot twist. Ted, Miyagi, and Quark are like too involved with one another, and they seem to like actually care for each other. At least Ted Miyagi does. Kei, we're hearing about his story would really not make a lot of sense that he would be. For what I said, Dio is probably not Zero, and Dio's like been suspicious from the beginning. But then we have Fi and Luna, and we have the puzzle that said she knows everything. So maybe one of them is Zero. If Fi is Zero, I'm guessing she doesn't remember, or she's a really good actress. But Luna, I don't know. And Luna's suspicious specifically for one thing that happened that I don't really know if it means much. We never found Quark in these two timelines, but we did find Quark here. Well, here actually. Once we betray her, she goes together with Tenmyoji and instantly find Quark. So it makes me think that she knew where he was, you know. But here when we allied, she maybe didn't have a reason to reveal where it was, so that's the only like suspicious thing I can think of. But yeah, the old lady, I want to know her involvement as well. I'm guessing she's like Kei's quote-unquote mother, but we'll see. We're talking about Zero Senior. Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed him. Well, we know he killed her. We don't know he killed everyone. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Well, what are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
I can. No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. Shots? 2 shots of vodka. You heard that, right?
Yeah. It came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got on the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
Okay.
Thought so.
Let's go. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Okay, so it could be an option. Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
So? Makes
You aren't
sense.
worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. Tenmyoji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure?
No. Huh?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe
Doesn't
him?
matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Sure. Alright, fine. It's not locked. Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, that's Quark's. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted back. Oh my god, we're gonna find something. Or nothing, which would be equally as terrifying. There was Quark, sound asleep. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing. How about Dio?
Let's open his. Oh, buddy. I'm sorry, but what is this? Why is this so funny? What the hell? Okay. This is the second time we see Dio die. Last time he was impaled against a wall. So he could be a dick, but he has horrible deaths so far. What the hell?
Check his pulse.
Yeah, he's gone. Doesn't have his bracelet. I can't believe we're just gonna go to an escape room after this. Or it could be locked. I'm not sure. It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyway. Yeah, he's dead.
Look. The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
Oh, that's horrible. Then that means he asphyxiated. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who? Maybe the noise was just him banging against the lid.
Look, we should go tell Kay about this.
Another lion eating a sun. I guess it could be that there's 9. I feel like they usually appear in rooms we don't do. Oh, the one with the where you turn off the lights that had a lion eating a sun as well. How many even are there? Very cool. We should go tell Kay. We know it wasn't Kay. So it's either Clover or Tenmyoji, and that's it, right? I'm guessing Clover. I don't know.
Come on, let's go.
Without waiting for me to follow, Fi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. Fi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay, wake up. Something happened. When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we'd found Dio dead, and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. It appeared that someone had reduced the oxygen level on his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him, if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji. Also Fi could have done it.
There's also Quark.
What? No. That's impossible. He's suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, then went back to sleep? You can't open the thing from the inside.
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Okay, I kind of want to write down who could have done it. Not Kay, because we were together up until that point, I think. So Phi could have done it before we met. Quark, Tenmyoji, and Clover. We still don't really know who killed anyone. Like, the only murder we're 100% sure of is Dio killing the old lady, and the guys who left killing us. Like, Tenmyoji killed us when he left with Quark, and Kay killed us when he left on his own. Technically, even though it doesn't say that you got killed.
Well,
Different timeline though.
in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see.
Yeah, the sound is like not that incriminating. Unless you just lowered it to the point where it just gets lowered little by little and you can be somewhere else.
So
That
you
could be the
heard
case.
something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope.
Hmm.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh crap. We've only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, but where is Dio's bracelet?
He's what?
Huh?
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear
Oh.
not.
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright,
So that would put Quark in danger. Quark, does Quark have 9 points? No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Right.
one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair of bracelets. Were these Alice and Luna's? Okay, here it is. Here is the list of the magenta, and then Dio is green, yeah. And we're blue. We need the yellow pair. I'm blue. Solo blue. Blue solo, I should say. And then Phi is magenta with K. Okay. So it's in both of their best interest to do that.
Yes. Without these,
To get
we would
that.
be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grab the bracelets and shove them into my pocket.
alright, let's get going.
Shit. They're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
With Quark's bracelet?
Or...
Or what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that. Maybe they're already dead. Crap. I've got enough of it from Dio. You've gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Phi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
Hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too. But
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
What was that noise?
Did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but...
Huh?
Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
What the hell, man?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no point.
I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess...
That means Kay and Phi die, no?
Chromatic doors have opened.
Yeah, they're gone.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
With a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right?
Oh, that's so sad we continue on our own, man.
You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that, man. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
Yeah, we gotta go forward. It's terrible, but... You think I don't know that? Let's just hope that maybe they don't get penalized. We have not seen that in this timeline, so it would make sense for Sigma to be like, maybe there's a chance they're still alive and keep going. But we did see it happen when... who was it? Tenmyoji and Clover were tied to the sink. Or like handcuffed. You think I don't know that? But what kind of a monster am I to just leave you here to die? Well, what can you do, man? It's bad, but... Ugh. God damn it. This was bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. I think Kay is gonna punch us again and throw us into the door. He's done it before. There had to be a way to save them. There had. Oh, so this is another one that gets locked? Interesting. I love that. Oh, this is different. So this is like this. We just need an ID and a password. And then here, how can Phi and K be saved? Lock number 1. So they actually are locks. I thought it wasn't a lock system. We'll see how this unlocks. That's very cool, very interesting. Let me think. Is there actually a way for that to be the case? Let's look at the colors. Phi and K are magenta pair. So they need to be together with... Yeah, it has to be Dio's. I don't think there's much room for error here. Since the colors are different, we have 6 different colors. There's only one way to put them together. They need to be together going through a door, so they need to go with a green bracelet. So okay. And we didn't even get the choice to do it, so this lock actually needs you to do something else. Maybe you, in a different timeline, you discover how to sort of circumvent the settings of the bracelet or change its colors, something like that. Can you see something about what you should do next? Sure. What I want to do is this. Let me just tell you what I'm feeling like doing. I'm gonna go here and try to see if there's an option to even go through the red door, because the option in the text was there. I just wanted to see if they say no. And then I just want to go here, which it means betraying Luna, but it's a little bit sad. But first I'll do that for sure. And I think I'll just sort of go in order, if that's okay. Unless there's like a big reason not to. I swallowed. Yeah, this is a choice. Alice and I will... Red door with Clover. Alice and I will take Clover and go through the red door.
No.
Okay, we just
I cannot allow you
are
to
not
do that.
allowed. God damn it, Kay. We don't have time for this.
Choose a different door. Please.
He stood in front of the red door, solid and immovable in his metal armor. I didn't think I could force my way past him, and I knew I didn't have time to try. Shit. There were 2 doors left for me to choose from. I could, but I want to hear your opinion. What do you think? Don't. Is there a reason you want me to do anything else? Probably will do it next time though, just to let you know. But which one? Okay. Interesting. This is what I'm gonna do now. I just want to go here. I don't want to betray Luna. That's really sad for me. But I'm curious because I think since we're allied with Luna, betraying early on will tell me things about Luna that I really want to do. Choose Tenmyoji? I will definitely, I mean at some point I will. But I want to see, is Luna, Tenmyoji, and who else was it? Luna, Tenmyoji, and Alice. Okay, so maybe with the Alice one we get like clues about what happened before. I don't know, it's not like this was like big information on Luna or anything. But we did get to sort of get to know her, work together. I think I'll just go with my gut, if that's okay. I'll just do like, I'll try to continue the... Yeah. I'll try to continue the Luna timelines, I guess. Could be only one more, could be that this one is locked, could be that we get here and we can choose 2 paths again. And then, I don't know if I'll do Alice or Tenmyoji. I might do Tenmyoji, but I think I'll just do what sort of feels right at the moment. And we'll see, we'll go from there. But it's gonna take a while because we still need to do all of this. It's gonna be probably novel escape, or is it gonna be a decision? Because yeah, so far when it's like a straight line like that, it can be like going from novel to novel unless it's a decision or a roadblock, right? So I'm guessing here is either a roadblock here or, well, an escape room, likely. No, after we betray, the escape room has to be here, so it could be a roadblock. It's probably a roadblock. What else could it be? What could this be, man? Or when we go, oh, this is when we choose to go through the doors and they probably only allow me to go through the red door for some reason. Right, and then red door, escape room, this, and this is another AB game. And then we ally with whoever. I don't know whom, we'll see. Oh, if we do red door, was it Clover? Clover and Alice, which I don't know if I trust. But yeah, let me just jump here. It's gonna be super sad because
we don't have time to talk about this.
We're betraying Luna the first chance we get, aren't we? Isn't that right? A little bit sad. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, betraying Luna feels so bad, honestly. But it's something we need to do. I mean, I feel I feel good with myself that even though everyone fucking died, we allied with Luna twice and we were going to ally again, but she died, right? Well, no, she died after this. We allied again, We were at 8 points, was it? And then she just died. So let's see. I mean, it has to be a timeline where she lives. Please, let me have it. Or if she's 0 or if she's evil in some capacity, I want to know that as well. There's so much more to know about the characters. It's really cool how many hours have been in this game and how little of that flowchart we have seen. So definitely very fun. Yeah, stay tuned. Thank you for stopping by again. I'll go. I'll get some sleep. And it's Friday tomorrow, so hopefully you have a good Friday. I'll try to have a good one as well. Usually at work is pretty chill, so it's gonna be nice tomorrow probably, hopefully. And yeah, hope you have a really good night. Thank you for stopping by. Next time we're gonna betray Luna. We're gonna be a little bit evil there. And yeah, see what we can do. And then I'll see if I can ally with Tenmyoji. And I think the other one was Alice, I'm pretty sure. Not a huge fan of Alice. I don't know why. I feel like she's too similar to Lotus, but nicer. She's nicer. But I do want to know what happened with Clover and Alice, so that's gonna be fun. So anyway, have a good one. I will see you very soon. Many questions about what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to see next time. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. Good night. Bye bye.